members of the Moorish Science of America, past, present, and future leaders. Honors to all Moors within the sound of my voice. Honors to everything Moorish. Honors to Marcus Messiah Garvey Bay, the founder of the UNIA, the past leaders, and all those who follow accordingly. I shall open us up with a Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day. Through His holy prophet, Drew Ali, Ameen, Islam. Today's show is called Unlimited Time. Yes, family, that's what your brother man Boris Life is talking about, unlimited time. And the only reason why I'm having this show today because the brothers and sisters have no idea what's to come. People want to continue to live according to their spontaneous, lavish lifestyle and do all these things, but yet and still we tend to lose sight of what's really going on. We're chasing after ideas of celebrities and crazy, cracky rap music that makes no sense. There's no upliftment because hip-hop is dead. And all in all, and all the while they're being telling y'all over the TV, the devil's been telling y'all in detail about what's going on, what's going to happen. He told you through The Simpsons. He told you through the different movie platforms. You know, Long Kiss Goodnight, you know, with Samuel L. Jackson and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? While blowing up the World Trade Center and the Jews not told them to go to work on September 11th in the World Trade Center because it's about time for the democracy to end. This democracy is not what you think it is, family. All U.S. citizens are subjected to state property of the United States Corporation. You're not American citizens. You will never be American citizens until you proclaim it. And the American or America or the group of people who are true American citizens are people of copper skin based upon the information that was told in the 1828 dictionary. Now, they're passing all kinds of laws and all this other stuff. It's not even law. The law is the United States of America Constitution and connected to the Bill of Rights. Not the 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment, not abolishing slavery, because perpetual slavery is still going on. It's all contract. If you got a birth certificate, you a slave. Just call the facts what it is. I don't care who's feeling it hurt. I don't care if you consider yourself Negro, black, colored, Afro-American, African-American, nigger, whatever you want to call yourself, white, Hispanic, Latino, Chicano, all these names that allude to slavery are already owned by the corporations who own the names that allude to slavery. They own you, they own the shoes that you got on your feet, they own the clothes that you got on your back, they own the sofa, they own everything. And how do they own everything? Because you signed a contract. A contract is an agreement of based upon what the terms are and you agree to it. If you don't follow the terms, you are pretty much under default, under the contract. Now, I want the brothers and sisters to understand, all of y'all people out there who are showing yourself of, oh, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, y'all need to really cut that. Seriously, it's overrated and it's retarded. I thought the Bible, and all those people who follow the Bible should be reading. As a child, I did childish things. As a man, I did adult things, so to speak. So, with that being said, family, it's to point the truth out for what it truly is. You cannot sit here and portray to be something that you're not. You're an imposter. You're a person who is causing chaos and issues. It's not just the people of LGBTQ or the Hebrew Israelites or some of these people who are bringing out these fictitious names and lies and deceit to make you think that things are true and it's not true and you can't hold it There is no such thing as a domestic partner. Common law marriage does not exist. All these things are worldly. It's confusion. Jesus never said, love your wife as Christ loved the church. He never said that. Christ did not love the church because the church did not exist during his time. You have to keep an open mind of what's going on. I don't care whose feeling it hurts. I'm here to uplift the people of fallen humanity. You're not a Negro, you're not a colored, you're not a black, you're not an Afro-American, you're not an African-American. None of these are nationalities. None of these are saving powers. You're not Latino. It has no connection, no Chicano, no Hispanic. None of these have any divine connection to a nationality. Tell me since when did the Mexicans and all these other people who have nationality, minus so-called Puerto Rican and people of Guam, talking about they Latino, Chicano, and Hispanic. How are you going to take that title and give it to one group of people and they're segregated in different nations? They have their own culture and customs, so how are you going to subject names of slanderous and defamation of character to a group of people? Again, time is unlimited time only. So you keep gonna keep pumping this stuff. You'll keep reading the application. You're gonna keep following the slaveholder based upon the application where it says 2 or more races. There's no such thing as 2 or more races. Who came up with that diabolical idea? Who did? It wasn't us. When we were Moorish, we didn't ever call ourselves Negro, colored, or black, Latino, Chicano, Hispanic. We're the ones who developed the Spanish language. It was derived from Arabic. Arabic is in conjunction with Aramaic. So when you're speaking Arabic, you also speak Aramaic. See, the people of the church don't want to understand that. Those ones who say that Allah is not his name, and those are the people I'm referring to, such as the Ku Klux Klan and every last denomination who also agree with their ideology and their terms. I don't follow that religion. I don't disrespect it, but I don't acknowledge it as my religion because Christianity is good for those who prefer it. I don't prefer it because of so much hypocrisy. You cannot sit here and tell me all the truth is in one book. Because all truth is it's not in one book. I don't care who told you that. I don't care what your preacher man say. You tell your preacher man come challenge your brother man Moore's life, and I'm gonna tell him where to go. I bet you he ain't going to 18 years that's mentioned in the Bible that was developed by Constantine. It's supposed to 300 something AD. So you tell me how the followers of the Messiah are Christians, when the word Christian was not even developed at that time. Christianity wasn't developed until probably like 1600s. English came out in probably about 1700s, around that time, somewhere. You know? So until you start thinking, you need to start developing your way of thought. Don't come down on your brother man Moore's life for all this deceit and folly and falsehood, because I'm here to expose it. Everything that they're pointing out in the Masonic order is all Lucifer. Lucifer is the beacon light. You ever heard of that food called Morning Star food? Well, that's developed by Lucifer. That's run by the Jewish Khazars and the synagogues of Satan even. That's who it's ran by. I can't make it up. You can't make it up. You have to look at the words and look at where it comes from to be able to identify who is it that's orchestrating all this, because the Lucifer's children is 90% of the Europeans and all those who follow their teachings, including the Jewish and the Ku Klux Klan and all them ones. You know what I'm saying? So you're grateful to Lucifer that you're eating swine. You're grateful to Lucifer that you're a Negro, black, and colored. You grateful to Lucifer that you got all this money, that you are a celebrity. But man does not base his life on fortune and dollar bills and finance thereof that he possesses. Because what possesses to him will be a test to him. You cannot serve two masters. You're going to love one, hate the other. 1857, that anybody who's black or African descent is not an American citizen. So that means your state property. Going back to what I was saying earlier, and honest to all those who listen to this channel within the sound of my voice, honest to all those who love your brother man Moore's life, because I love y'all too. This information is for the children, for the young people, for the ones who are teenagers growing up into adulthood. Because guess what, young people? You are the future. You don't need to be gangbanging. You don't need to go down the street and go beating people up. Just show how tough you are. You show how tough you are by educating yourself. And the knowledge of self, of the higher self and lower self. That's what that is. Nothing else. As Nas said, nobody told you you had to be gangsters, hoes. Read more, learn more, change the globe. Get on shoulder and do your thing. Hold your head up. Man, you're a sultan. And young princess, what you get your wedding ring? The sultan get to say, she's my sultana. I know I can be what I want to be if I work hard at it. I'll be where I want to be. See, Nas is spitting them lyrics, yo. And I'm just calling the facts what it is. I don't care whose feeling it hurts. It's the truth. So it's time to back up what you say, what you're about. Because if you're not going to back up what you say about, you're just nothing but a hypocrite. If you have no facts based upon what you're saying, if you're not able to back it up by documentation, that's just hearsay. A lot of stuff is straight universal, so you can back it up because it's just common sense. But always remember, common sense is not always common to the people. Islam, heaven high to who that is. M2U, yeah, Islam, heaven high, peace of love. So you got to understand that there's a huge difference in life between fiction and non-fiction. The life of Hollywood and the endurance of thereof and all the riches thereof, that's something that you don't want to do. That's something, the door you don't want to enter, because guess what? They're going to enter your back door. And when you enter your back door, you got to play the role that you ain't never been touched in your back door. You know what I'm saying? I'm camelbacking on Yash Kara and all these ones what they've been saying. But you also have to understand that the ideology of life is not grasping the carnal things. It's about getting the things that's of necessity, so that way you don't be a hoarder. You think before you speak. You think before you react, before harming somebody else. Because if anything, all this prejudice and stuff that's been going on before the 60s and stuff like that, this prejudice has been going on after the Crusades. The Europeans hated the Moors. The Moorish people are the ones who taught the European women to bathe, how to cook cooking meals, 3-course meals, cook, clean, and sew. That's why a lot of Europeans are industrious. That's why a lot of these Europeans got businesses, because they were students to the masters of the Moorish Muslims of the Iberian Peninsula to be able to get educated on how to do things. After Europe has failed so many times, how many times have the Moors came back to re-civilize it again? Then we're going to go back and civilize again once the Europeans will return back to Europe. And to all those out there who you think you got more money than us, well, guess what? Your dollar bills don't mean nothing. I don't care if you are a truck driver. It means nothing. Zero. Because your dollar's about to crash, yo. And I'll be laughing at all y'all calamities. All y'all who got Teslas and the new cars that break down and all this other stuff. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. You might as well just get you a used car and call it quits. Because all this rhetoric going on about so-called black people, so-called white people. The day that the so-called black man calls him the other group of people white is the day that he forfeited his rights as a human being. He forfeited. She forfeited. Mom and Pop forfeited. They dropped the ball. They were going by what they were taught by the media and the slaveholder. The classification on the application. See, brothers and sisters, y'all have to take heed to what your brother Mordecai Life is saying. I will repeat myself. So all those who take this information and I'm casting it to swine, well, guess what? You're going to regurgitate it back, because guess what? You're not going to need it, because all you're going to do is just do what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you like this, with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, your way you want and your way you shall have, but your way just won't do. Islam. See, you got one person paying attention to the chat. I see we got people on the outside also paying attention as well. Got 3 likes on the thumbs up. Islam, praise Allah. Honor to those who are listening. Honor to the moms and pops who have the eyes to see and ears to hear. Because you cannot be walking around in society deaf, dumb, and blind and calling yourself something that the European slaveholder called you. So therefore now you over here lost in the sauce. You have no idea. You're paying mortgages, you're paying property taxes, you're paying all these taxes. But yet still you don't understand that you're a slave to society. You're making the rich people and don't even know it, don't realize that you're getting pimped. I said it, pimped. You know? So let's peep game. Let's just say you get involved in a relationship, so to speak. You peeping the sister out. Brothers, you peeping the sister out. Sisters, you peeping the brothers out. You notice that there's some dysfunctional thing going on with the family. The family like you, but your other counterpart is jealous. But yet still, your time with them is limited, because they keep on playing break up to make up. That's all we do. But you love me, but you hate me. That's the game for fools. Exactly. It's the game for fools. But yet still, y'all have no idea what you're getting yourself into. If the person doesn't want a lifetime commitment, don't want to get married, don't want to have children, or whatever the case may be, I am sad to say you are wasting your time. All this domestic violence and all this stuff going on, everything has something to do with is you picking the wrong person to be with, and you have no other choice. You just want someone to hug up on and kiss up on and to love you, but they don't love you because they're not showing it tremendously wholeheartedly. Because if someone loves you, they would not be jealous of you. If someone wants to uplift you and see you down at the bottom, and they say, my brother, man, I got a business, I got a job, let's do business. I want you to have what I have, brother. See, that's love. That's when another brother does for man, he does for Allah, and praise Allah. But I'm here to tell y'all that the most important understanding in life is observing and watching other people and going through the trials and tribulations of what other people are going through and what you tend to go through, so that way the education and situations in life can be the best teacher, so that way you can be the beacon light and advocate to assist other people. See that? I'm not saying it's to get the shows and likes and all this other stuff, and you know, if I get 1 million subscribers, so be it, whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm not looking to get money off of this show. This is information that's for free to the public, free to the people. When you love the people, you would do what you want for them as you want done for you. Do on. So everything I'm saying may sound like it's all biblical and all that stuff, but we all got to take into consideration that we all got to be held accountable for our unjust deeds. And look at life for what it truly is, not what it seems to be. Almost every person who's selling something got a gimmick to begin with. And I don't think y'all understand in life the way it should be. So when you come up against certain people, you gotta really test them out. You gotta get a real big feel of them and see how it works. Don't go jump on the first thing that comes your way. Do diligent and be quiet and study. Use your ears twice and use your mouth once. I mean, yo, that's all I gotta say about that situation. Use your ears once and no, use your mouth once and use your ears twice. Listen twice, speak less. Family, the most important thing for you right now is to get these lessons. I sure suggest y'all get 90 days supply worth of food. Don't worry about going to the grocery store. Don't worry about doing none of that. Certain things in life you're going to need, family. And those things are going to be helpful to you. And what you got to do is you got to connect with the right people who got the right information. And if you're not sure about the information, test it out yourself and confirm it. If you can't confirm it, wait till another day. Don't jump on the next thing that sounds good. How y'all hear me? So, all in all, family, just keep doing what you gotta do. Keep the hope alive. Keep doing the right thing. The more you focus on doing the right thing, you don't have to worry about doing harm to somebody else. And if somebody harms you, you try to back away from the situation as much as possible. If not, you defend yourself at all costs like your life depends on it, like a survival mode. This is never bad advice, family. Because I love the people. Love the innocent bystanders. Keep getting bullied on. I will never say anything to harm anybody. And if someone wants to try me, then we're going to have some issues. So just look at life as a lesson to learn in everything you do. And then once you do that, you're good to go. Anybody who wants to strike at you, let them do that by themselves. Because he's going to tire himself out. But at the end of the day, you got to be the one to make the final decision because your future is what you make it. As in the words Doc Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. I have to say so myself. So, we all got to be held accountable for what reaction with an action that we put out. You can't be putting out too much negativity because, you know what I mean, people are going to do what they do. People are going to hate you, people are going to love you. That's just life. You don't like the haters, then you don't want to live. Let people hate. Let them do as they must. Because at the end of the day, they're going to reap what they sow, family. They truly are. So once we understand certain things in life and the dynamics thereof, we're able to understand the conditions of what the people are at, and now we have to do everything we can to protect ourselves. Don't endanger your life for a fool, Prophet Noble Raleigh says, because the simple fact that if you endanger your life for a fool, but also remember what also could do some good could also do some harm. At the end of the day, you gotta be the one to decide how your day goes into the night. Are you protected by night and by day? By Allah, through His Holy Prophet Juali? Are you protected by the Jesus return? If that's what you call it. Well, all the end of the day, everything starts with you. We can't go on be thinking about what the masses are doing, what mass are doing, what the neighbor next door is doing. Yeah, it affects us, but if we warn them and there's no response, then let them be. Let them be, family. Because there's no point of you trying to help them and all they're going to do is give you backlash. If they don't give you backlash, so you let them go, leave them alone. So we all have to take into consideration of what we're dealing with and who we're dealing with. See, the mind of people, the vibrations are not going to be the same. So once we understand that, then we can move forward without doubt or contradiction. Love people from a distance, and then once you do that, they'll come back. And if they don't, they don't. So everything I'm saying to y'all need to be taking heed to what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, family. It truly isn't. When someone does you harm, don't forget, they don't get their justice in return. Because I know for me, I'm a strong person in faith on friendship. I love friendship. Friendship doesn't mean that, oh, because I'm a man and this is a woman, oh, I want to be with her. No. It's just I'm extending my friendship. Everybody needs a friend. A friend to me is like a thread hidden in a haystack. It's just hard to find, yo. So once you acknowledge these things in these situations, then you can be able to navigate through the scenario and situation. Toxic friendship and toxic relationships, you need to be around that. You can't be trying to save everybody. So family, that being said, praise Allah for the 4 likes. Got 2 people in the chat taking heed to the information. To all y'all out there who let your children have boyfriend, girlfriend, go in their room and all this other stuff. You set yourself up for failure. Yo, Fred, what's up? Islam, peace and love. Yeah, shout out to you, honors to you. Yeah, Gary, Indiana, South, yeah, Islam, praise Allah. So, right now, family, I'm just past Indiana Street. Fred, for real, it's crazy. Yeah, so, all this information I have for y'all, I'm about to go in depth and further because right now, if you guys are in any of these states, California, etc., they're about to do a quick shutdown. Matter of fact, I just saw a camera. They're putting cameras up everywhere like it's Great Britain, family. And they're monitoring all actions done by people. And they're going to do a little thing called snitching, where a person can video record someone's actions, and basically once they do that, then they're gonna be like, you'll get this many points towards this, and you lose points and you gain points by snitching and all that stuff. This is where we headed to. We're headed to digital currency. So all those ones out there who got dollar bills, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said it best. He said, one day you're gonna see a $20 bill, you're gonna step right over it. These are the oral statements of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I have no reason to lie. I will tell the truth based upon what I know. So family, with that being said, be mindful of what's around you. They're about to go digital currency one day, and as soon as the democracy time is up, because they already had a 30-year mandate, so we all gotta be held accountable for our actions. We need self-control, family. So family, I just need y'all to do me a favor. Make sure that you all have your 90-day supply with the food. Make sure y'all have your water. Make sure y'all got some generators and stuff, because they're about to shut down the grid. And once you shut down the grid and you got your nice little fancy Tesla, guess what? You ain't going nowhere, peoples. And yeah, that's what I gotta say about that situation. So all in all, not gonna win with this situation, yo. Not gonna win. I mean, tomorrow's a new day, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta think about your next step in life. You gotta think about family, future generation. That's what I'm thinking about. I think people just lose themselves in these worldly things and want to grasp all these things, but yet still these things that we possess, like the new car and jewelry, those are all good possessions to have, but there's knowing the uses thereof. And then once you figure that out, then you're gonna have to live the simplest life. Live below your means. Don't go get the new fancy car because you can afford the payments. Now go get you a used car. And you know, at least it's paid for. You ain't gotta worry about stuff. So I'm telling y'all straight up, the truth is the truth, family. So I'm about to get off this live. Y'all take care. Peace and love. I got something to do, and I'll be live next time around. And I'm not gonna be doing those live shows at night anymore, because I have other obligations to attend to. So there's gonna be random shows be coming up, and I'll let y'all know when I'll be on live in due time. Alright, Islam family, peace and love, peace and love. Y'all take care.